Hi, my name is Tehana Fatima. I'm an actress, writer, producer, and I'm also Liberian.
Haruo, I say, you looking good, oh, come here. Sis, I say, I see you for a long time, oh. Haru, come here now.
36 for 36 is brought to you by The Late Night Experiment with Motown Maurice. Subscribe today on YouTube.
I was actually born and raised here, hence the accent, all American. But my entire family is from Liberia: mom, dad, aunts, uncles, cousins, etc., grandparents. My mother and father came to the US for school. My mom went to USC, my dad went to the University of Michigan. They had every intention of going back, but a coup broke out, so they stayed. They lived in Michigan for a while. They lived in Chicago for a while. Eventually, they settled in Houston, which is where I was born and raised. And our home was very Liberian. The food, cultures, traditions, everything very Liberian. Liberia is actually a small country on the west coast of Africa. The official language of the country is English, but there are 16 officially recognized ethnic groups and between maybe 20 and 30 languages spoken in the country. My family only speaks English for the most part. I know my grandparents, some of them were able to speak some tribal language. I think maybe Kru. I don't want to lie, so I don't know. Let's stay away from what the languages my grandparents may not have spoken. In any case, my parents, everyone I know speaks English for the most part, but they speak a very unique form of English. It's Liberian English. It's colloquial to Liberia, and it's got Liberian vernacular. So it's unique. It's fun.
I say, you looking good, oh. I say, sis, that you? Man, I see you for a long time, oh. Haru.
I was actually raised in a very close-knit Liberian community in Houston. We have a very large Liberian community in Houston, and we'd get together quite often for birthday parties, celebrations, and they'd have these big picnics out in parks. They'd rent spaces out in parks, pavilions, and we'd get together and just have a good time. And when you get a lot of Liberians together, they like to talk, and they talk very loudly, and that's beautiful Liberian English. But also, of course, when you get any group of people together, especially Liberians, they like to eat. They like to eat a lot, and I love to eat myself. I love food. My mom once threatened to name me Tehana Food Weeks because I eat a lot. In any case, Liberian food is spectacular. I adore it. It is absolutely my favorite cuisine, and it's very unique. Going back to the link between Liberia and the US, specifically in Louisiana, there's a cultural similarity there between Louisiana and Liberia, and even in some parts there, we've heard people that sound Liberian, and we're like, wow, that's amazing. And the way food is cooked, the best way to describe it is the way Creole and Cajun food is cooked, where it's just lots of stuff thrown into a pot and something amazing comes out, like a jambalaya or a gumbo. So we have like a dish that's very popular all over the west coast of Africa called jollof rice, where it's rice with a red paste, and there's chicken and fish and maybe shrimp and vegetables and beef in it, and it's just delicious. There's also so rice is a staple in the cuisine. Any stews or sauces can usually be eaten over rice, or fufu. Fufu is also a very popular and a staple all over the west coast of Africa, and Liberia is no different. We also eat our sauces and stews over cassava or plantain, one of my favorite dishes right now. My mom's shrimp gravy in cassava is awesome. My grandmother's okra sauce is delicious. Though I consider myself a very well-traveled person, I had actually never been to Liberia until 2012, when my dad treated me and my family to a trip there because we were having a family reunion. So it was a really great way to experience family with my family and extended family. It was a lot of fun. Liberia is a beautiful country. It's an equatorial country, great weather, warm, tropical weather, beautiful beaches, beautiful resorts. I got to visit 2 resorts while I was there. It was fantastic. It's a very lush country, lots of greenery, lots of beautiful vegetarian. The country is very rich in natural resources. Gold, diamonds, iron ore, rubber, oil, the list goes on and on. That being said, it's also a war-torn country. There was a coup back in the 80s, and subsequent to that, there were 2 civil wars that really crippled the country. And so it's a country on the mend. It's a country on the rebound. I was able to see all of that. I was able to see the progress that is being made in Liberia, the people and what they're doing. My stepsister is one of them. She has her own business and it's booming and it's wonderful. It's an exciting time, but it's also a time, like I said, of recovery. So it's kind of interesting going to a country like that and seeing that, seeing the devastation, seeing what once was. It was once one of the most developed country in Africa. It was the United States of Africa, as one of my grandmothers once described it. And of course, there's that unique link to the US culturally and historically. But it was very well developed, and now you can almost go back and see ruins of what once was, and also, like I said, the progress of everything that's happening to get it back there and beyond.
We were not born to meet them. Let we get hope, say one day we go make them. We were not born with money, less opportunity. Still we want meet somebody. It's not easy. We not pop up in. But one day we two go turn to four. God not design we from poor. We have beats go one day show, and the entire world go know say we not been bubble pain. We not bubble pain. We not bubble pain. We not bubble pain. We not bubble pain. Number 1, we born up on body. The game where we play now both giddy. We not been a PCC and for me. Fufu papa them beats Benny. We not bubble pain. When I can lick me guinea. I carry the shine like robbery.
I have several goals. I have a lot of ambitions. I want to bring more art and culture to the country. Specifically, I'm an actress. I'm a filmmaker, so I want to bring that to Liberia. Acting, the theater. I love the theater and filmmaking and all of that. But I would also like to make movies about Liberia, showcasing the Liberia culture, maybe documentaries, but specifically fictional, just having fun, writing storylines about really interesting characters that are Liberian and set in Liberia. Maybe even TV shows, TV series, nice juicy drama, maybe comedies, maybe both, everything. Ideally everything. I want to do it all. So I'm very excited about the future of Liberia and the part I will play in that future. I made my first appearance on The Late Night Experiment with Motown Maurice in season 4. This was the time when Motown was being arrested, going through his legal troubles and woes, and I reveled in playing the role of a protester, protesting Motown. I was on Team Law of Attraction, and trust me, I got into that character. I was all about throwing Motown behind bars and seeing him go to jail. It was a fun time. It was a fun day on set, and it's always a pleasure working with Motown. So I really enjoyed myself.
Law of attraction! Law of attraction! Law of attraction! Law of attraction! Yeah! Yeah!
must watch The Late Night Experiment with Motown Maurice because it is unlike anything you've ever seen or experienced on TV, online, or on any other platform. It will take you on a journey. You will laugh, you will cry, you'll be like, what? But you will enjoy it. You must watch.
There once lived a man named Motown Maurice. His hair was tall and his ears were sleek. He's on a journey for late night TV. Subscribe and witness his story. Witness his story.